engineering plus MBA in marketing.
Okay.
I have 10 years of experience in metal casting industry and ceramic industry, especially in a technical sales. I started my journey with a sales executive. I'm currently working as a national sales manager, looking for India and Southeast Asia and Europe division. So I work with channel sales, direct sales, project sales, but especially related to metal casting industry and ceramic products, especially refractory product. One of the branch of ceramic is a refractory. So as a career progression, I have decided either we should go for MBA for to gain more knowledge about the globally, or should I do MS? So I chosen MS because this industry is transforming from metal casting to additive manufacturing. Technology is coming rapidly. India is still lagging. I discussed with some people. They said additive manufacturing is a future, especially metal casting related additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing is having so many like a bioengineering like that. But I'm interested in metal casting industry. Still, this industry is lagging. So I was in a dilemma situation whether should go with additive manufacturing. So I decided MS program, Master of Science program in USA. There are some colleges offering additive manufacturing, but there are some colleges offering material science branch, and in which you can choose elective as a additive manufacturing. So still, people say additive manufacturing is far ahead in USA rather than India. So it will be good opportunity for me. Suppose I learn there and come India and then started my business or consultant type in additive manufacturing in India. So I need a help related this additive manufacturing education in US especially, and the colleges which are offering additive manufacturing or especially material science branch. In a second stage, I I was in a dilemma situation as I said. So I'm a metallurgy also. My industry is related to metallurgy. So as a safer point of view, I choose I want to go for a metallurgical engineer also. There I want to learn something advanced metallurgical concept, which will help me to equip me sales as well as technical knowledge, which help also to resolve the customer complaint. Okay. So question is about the additive manufacturing progression or any other courses like which help me to gain more into my go deeper into my career.
Okay, got it. So a couple of things, Avinash. What I want to ask you is your plan is to do a master's? I understood, not a PhD, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you willing to pay for it, or you are looking for a scholarship also?
Both options are open for me. Both are options. Especially fee is okay, no problem, but it should be lesser. Suppose I get a scholarship, that could be the okay.
But another question I have: do you plan to come back to India, or you want to stay then in US?
See, after education, I want to gain experience because I'm new into this field. Especially additive manufacturing is very lagging.
But,
so I want.
But you can get experience anywhere. But what I'm saying is, you plan to then stay in US and work in a company initially.
Yes.
As that.
Yes. Initially. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So a couple of things. First of all, let me tell you that part of it. Then I will go to additive. So if you're willing to pay from your pocket, and if you have a university identified, if paying for you is okay, then I think there is no problem for you to not to come here and go for a master's program and then look for a job like every student does. And I think because you have some experience working in industry, for you getting a job would be easier as compared to people who just come from school and direct from school. Yeah. And as I said, the only problem comes if a student says, no, I want a scholarship, because if you're coming for a master's program, most of the US universities don't offer scholarships.
Oh.
They give you some concessions here and there, but they are very, very small. Okay. Just to give you an idea, If you come for a PhD program, then if you get admission, your scholarship is guaranteed, but not as a master's. Okay, so you have to bear your own expenses. That means food, housing, everything. And that's very usual. That's very, very usual. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So the only thing that you need to do then is look for universities which has a good additive programs. And there, to be honest with you, in US, if you look for any universities, good, not so good, or very bad, yeah, grade A, grade B, grade C, like Harvard versus Texas versus some other universities, you will find every university has nowadays in their material science or mechanical engineering have additive program or a program related to additive. You will find that. You will find a professor who is working in these topics, right? There are some universities who have programs specifically for additive, and I don't have those lists on top of me, but as I said, Google, these days you can Google it and find that out too. Very specific programs related to manufacturing. So I see you as not as a more of a metallurgist, but I see more of you as a guy who has a knowledge of metallurgy, but more into manufacturing.
Yes, yes, absolutely right.
Right. So you will, I think for you, going to a material science program or going into metallurgy program core would not be ideal. I think you should go for a manufacturing programs. Look for manufacturing engineering programs rather than core metallurgy or materials. I don't think that would be helpful for you. And in my opinion, these days, there are way more jobs, way more opportunities in manufacturing versus traditional metallurgy or material science, even in US.
Means you are saying MS in manufacturing. Am I right?
Yeah. With focus on additive manufacturing, specifically.
Yes.
And as I said, there are a lot of opportunities nowadays in manufacturing. There are not many people in manufacturing, to be honest with you, because, if you're doing manufacturing, it's not about knowing how the microstructure is changing. It's more about producing quality parts every time.
Yes.
And then you have to have certain different set of a knowledge like Six Sigma or more statistics and things like that, rather than knowing the mechanics behind why the failure is happening and all that. Very different mindset. And US is lacking on that. So in that sense, I would say any company you look for, whether they are very good companies like Tesla or not so good companies, or companies who are working in manufacturing, or the companies who are working as a vendor for Tesla, right? They are looking for people like that a lot. So what I'm saying is you will be in very good position. I think look for Clemson University. They have a really good manufacturing engineering program. It's a good university too.
Yes, I think it is in Cleveland, no? Cleveland.
No. That's not Clemson. That's that university is Cleveland State University.
Cleveland. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Clemson
Cleveland State University also has a good program. I have a friend there who's a professor. He's from Pune also. He's
Mr. Borkar.
Yeah, I know him very well. Yeah, so he because he runs few additive programs, I know. But you can work with him because, as I said, as far as you are willing to pay from your pocket, he has no problem taking you. But as I said, the only problem is if you are going to ask for money. That's where the problem comes, because then you have to compete with the students who have research experience, because all these professors are very much into research. They don't like too much. So too much. They want someone who can sit in their lab and do research. And your mindset is very different. You won't enjoy that.
I want to add one thing here. Sorry to forget mention. See, my age also is a factor. My age is 35. And being a research, you said PhD, no problem. But PhD, I kept long term because I think MS and then go for the PhD. Directly PhD is a fine.
No, I don't think you should. I don't think you should do PhD.
Thank you.
I don't think it's a waste for your time, because PhD has nothing to do with oh, if I have a PhD, I will get more money. It doesn't work that way. Why you want to do PhD? Are you interested? No. What's the point?
No.
So what's the point? I mean, do an MBA or something. You know what I mean? Right? So I would say in your case, in my opinion, because you have experience getting a master's in manufacturing and get into industry, you will accelerate very fast. Because experience matter, or you're looking at this something that pushes you up and things. And Cleveland State, the
Clemson.
The university like Clemson or Cleveland State, they are not on top universities, so you don't have to worry too much about, oh, I need to get too high marks on my GRE or TOEFL. You know what I mean? So as far as you have decent marks, you are willing to pay from your pocket, you will get admission. Very simple.
Okay. And now most of the program paving the GRE also. Okay.
Yeah. But as I said, But as I said, Google, what are those programs and all that? What are those universities? But my point is very simple here. In your case, go for a master's program, which is as short as possible, very focused. And don't go for, and in my opinion, don't go for a thesis option, go for course option.
Yes, now that I am to come. Absolutely, you came with the point.
Yeah, because it's no use for you. All I'm saying, all you need to do is do well in your courses, learn as much as you can, and get out as soon as you finish your courses. Because what happens is, if you're just taking course options, you can take more courses and finish in 1.5 years. That's what I did actually.
Okay.
But I had thesis option too for many reasons, because I want to do PhD and all. But my point here is, for you at this stage, get it out, get a fine job, get settled, and because you have a lot to give to an industry than to sit on a university in a lab and get frustrated and do research.
No, I don't.
Because as I said, you have a lot of experience. You want to go out there and provide that. So as I said to you, and in your case, that would be very, very helpful, in my opinion.
One question is, sir, there are a program M Engineering, and one program I found Accelerated MS program. It's a 1-year program. M Engineering also one program. So when you do 1-year program,
they don't give you, they will ask you the same money, by the way. So don't think that it's a 1-year program is going to be half of the tuition now.
What are the chances of getting jobs, sir? What are the chances? 1-year program only enough?
It doesn't. I mean, I debate that quite a lot, but people do get jobs. You have to understand, just statistically, if you see, almost 20,000-30,000 students comes from India alone every year to US. And how many students don't get jobs? Maybe 1,000, 2,000. Everybody gets settled eventually. So, to be honest with you, I have heard very, very stories, unless until you really fuck up with your career. I haven't heard any bad stories of students not getting a job and things like that. Yeah, there is a hardship. There are different other problems that comes with it, because you are alone, away from your home. In your case, you might have family, kids and all that. That will create much more problem, to be honest with you. That will create a lot more problem, because you are settled, you have a job, you have a probably at home. Now here you are living like a beggar. So you have to understand that that is probably going to create much more problem for you than anything in early years. Okay, so you have to, in my opinion, for you getting an admission and all that, since you are willing to pay from pocket, that's the easy part. For you, the challenging part will be how to take care of family, because probably they have to stay back in India for next 1 or 2 years. And then I'm looking
for 1 year and 14-month course like that. So
as I said, you can use the accelerated program too. But I always debate how much you learn. That's I would debate that. Because these 1-year programs are mostly for students who want to get a quick degree, but the actual reason is to come to US and get a job. You understand my point? That's the actual reason, and that's how these programs are designed. But if you ask me, and it's fine with me, it's fine, no problem, because everybody has his own way of thinking. But my point here is, if you are coming there for learning, I'm not sure how much you're going to learn in an year, unless it's truly dedicated. It's truly dedicated for additive, which is not going to happen, because they're going to ask you to take this course, they're going to ask you to do that course, which are would be much more nonsensical, to be honest. So you probably might need a year program, a 2-year program, where you take much more courses, more elective courses.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So just think through. I think the most of the thinking that you have to do is probably about your family than anything else, in my opinion. But in my opinion, if you are not too keen at this stage of your career coming to US, see, when I came to US, I was 20 years old, much free, whatever I want, right? And that too is very easy to adapt. One of the biggest challenges that you get at this stage of your life is not that easy to adapt to. It's not easy. You will feel very uncomfortableness from food to culture to everything. 20 years old, when you come here, you are fine. Because you are, they say you are like a green body, not a well-established body, as they say ceramic, right? You're a green body. You can shape whatever you want. You can, but at this stage, when you're already baked and prepared, trust me, it's not easy. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you are really looking at, I want to learn, I want to do this.
Yes.
Trust me, there are many programs, even in IITs, that you can join. Actually, there is a program that IIT Hyderabad has started. It's an online MS program on manufacturing. Look for that.
Triple IIT Hyderabad, not triple IIT.
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 In their material science department, they have started a course, and I really like that course because it's an online program for people like you. And I look at the description of it. I really enjoyed that. So look for those type of things too. I mean, that's the other way of saying, because you're saying I want to learn so that I can be ready for the upcoming challenges. And
because I thought I have nearly 22 years of career in my ahead. So
you're thinking right way. You're thinking absolutely right. So prepare for those tools no matter where you are. See, my biggest thinking for you is, if you decide to come to US professionally, you would be okay. But personally, I don't think it's a good idea, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's not a good idea. You will be disturbed much more than anything. And I know a lot of people who, at this point, when they come, unless until they have really some issues, really. At this stage, you're already established. For me, if you ask, hey, at my stage, for example, if you ask me, should I come to India and find a job? Same thing. So it's if you come as a student, as 20 years old, it's much more different, because you have no liabilities and things like that. And not only you will put yourself.
Actually, yes, you said, actually I kept another option also. Suppose I want to return. Suppose I could get a good opportunity after a 1-year program or 2-year program, and then I work 1 year, 1 year, and if I got the opportunity to India.
It doesn't work that way. Let me tell you another thing. There is also a myth that, I work in US and then I can come back to India and work here, and I will get some good opportunity. I have not seen that too.
Okay.
Indian market really values the Indian education much more, in my opinion, than somebody coming from US. Unless until you are going and become a professor in IIT, that's different. I have met many friends who are professor in IIT. But for industry, if you go, you have so many people already who are graduating from IITs. I mean, where are they going to go? You understand my point? And I don't see that as a value. There are a lot of, yes, there is a value if you want to go back to India and become a professor. And I have, as I said, I have friends who are professors in IITs, and they're doing good. That's fine. But to say going back and get a job in an industry in India versus industry in US, that's definitely no. Because you have much more respect and opportunities here. Why would you go back? I mean, you will realize that within a year when you start working.
Okay.
And this was told to me, one of the guy when I was a student from General Motors. He was a director. He said to me, he was an Indian guy. He said to me, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a job in academics, then only go back to India. If you're looking for a job in industry, stay here because you will find much more opportunities and much more value. And he was right. Absolutely right. So, for you, if you're going to spend 5 lakhs in India and get an education, get a knowledge, you are already working. It's not like you are looking for a job and you are already well established. It's much easier for you to do that versus spending 50 lakhs here and then go back to India. I mean, it's a complete stupidity. At your stage, you want to save money or you want to just give money yourself to someone?
Save money.
Yeah. I mean, how much you have 22 years of your thing to save money and probably get a pension or save for your provident fund. Why you want to put that money? That's sheer stupidity. Unless until you decide to stay here. But then there are other challenges. So, in your, see, the reason why I'm telling you, I never give this advice to a student at 20 years old, because I'm giving you this advice because at this stage, all we care for are if we're going to invest 1 rupee, can we make 5? If we don't, what's the point? So just think carefully. But knowledge, as I said, knowledge is something these days which you can get in from YouTube also, to be honest with you.
Actually, I also stuck with career last 2 years now. I also stuck with some career, and I thought I have kept another option also. Can we do MBA? Because I did MBA from India, but it is just a small college, and so I kept another option to do MBA. But see, as I said, I was in dilemma because MBA course fee is very high as compared to master program.
Yeah, but you get more value. Yeah, but you can do MBA from India too. Then again, my point here is, see, you need to understand one thing. You are not 20-year-old or 25-year-old. You are at a certain level. You are at certain seniority level. You are making certain money. Whatever you do has to reflect that. If it don't do something out of whim, because as I am telling you, you don't do PhD because you get more money. You don't do MBA because you get more money. Maybe in some sense it's true, but for you already, everything that 15 years or 10 years of experience you had, that has overpassed everything. People do it at 25 because they want to make more money, but why you then work for 15 years if you want to go back and do the same thing? Do you understand my point? People do, at your stage, people do executive MBAs. You need to think beyond, don't go back. What's the point? I mean, doing an MBA and then I will give you an example. So I'm doing my MBA from Ohio State. And
Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher College. And I was debating whether should I pay it from my pocket or should I, because I get paid from my company. As far as somebody else is paying, I don't care. I never paid for my education. I never did that for my master's, PhD, and MBA. So one of my CEOs from Rolls-Royce, he was saying, how many degrees you want? You understand my point? He said, you have like fucking 3 degrees. What's the point of having like another one? What are you gonna do? And he was right. I mean, at this stage, why I want to pay for, and then I looked at it, okay, what's the return of, what's the average salary that a Fisher student get when he or she is out from college? And I looked at it, it was 50% less what I was making. So, you understand my point?
Yes.
So if that's the same thing. So tomorrow, if you say, okay, I'm going to do my MBA from XLRI, just look at what salary they get. They probably get much more less salary, or probably people like you are hiring them. What's the point? Yeah, if you go to executive MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, that's a different thing.
Yes, PGPX program.
Yeah, so look for those things. So where you going to learn, and let me tell you one other thing. At your stage, you should also understand it's not the knowledge that gives you that's going to convert you to money. You should have knowledge because you want to be in that area so that you can make the right decisions. But you can get that knowledge from YouTube. Do an MBA, get a knowledge so that a person who's working under you, you can tell him whether he or he is doing right or wrong. But why you want to do a master's just like 20 years old? What are you going to get? All you need to do is, so you're not going to go on the lathe machine and do the job. You're there to direct someone. So at your stage or our stage, we are more about how can we make right decisions. So learn those tools. Get knowledge. You can, I mean, additive, for example, you want to take any course, you can go to YouTube. There's so many lectures. Just go through them for 1 month. Trust me, you will get the same knowledge in free if it's all about knowledge. But then the tools that you need to accelerate your career, it's not going to come from paying 50 lakh to a university and do stupid things, because you're going to lose. You know, these universities are money minting machines. You can pay them, they will ask you to come, no problem. Okay. And I'm being very honest with you. You know, rest is your choice, but
no. Actually, thanks. You opened my so many things. Actually, I was not thinking from that point of view, as you said, because you also as a PhD holder. I was thinking some different point of view. Okay, let us. Actually, thing is that you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. See, what as an Indian, everyone attracted for a global brand also. They want a global brand or
no,
some
that's
USA brand.
you know, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, let's say tomorrow you want to work for a Rolls Royce, let's say, right? Dude, there are 10 more ways to get into Rolls Royce than paying someone 50 lakhs, and even you're not sure. Do you think everybody here and goes and work for Rolls Royce or some other company? No, they work for any company you probably don't even hear. That's what in US too, same thing. My point here is, if you want to get into a brand, if you have the knowledge, or you want to make sure you want to on the top of the knowledge, there's no doubt. I agree completely. But you can get the knowledge from YouTube too. Don't waste your money. Be careful spending money, because as I said, you have 22 years to save money, not to spend money. Spending is done now. Right? And then after that, do some other courses that gonna help you to move to a director or something, whether it's executive MBA or something different.
Doing executive MBA, especially USA, will it be useful?
I don't like people to spend money on education. If you ask me, I won't put my money, especially for you. If there's a person like me who is working in a US university, working in the US, established in US, everything is fine. For him is fine, not for you. If you want to do it, go to IIM Ahmedabad or go to somewhere else.
Yes, I did one course from IIM Ahmedabad, Emerging Leadership Program, and they provided alumni status.
Actually, to be honest with you, I was having debate with one of my director on that, and he was saying the same thing to me, that why you want to spend money on doing an MBA? Why don't you take these certification? Actually, those are more helpful nowadays.
Yes, now actually I will tell you, I did some course 2019. IIM Ahmedabad Emerging Leadership Program. 20 days course, 21 days.
Exactly.
But that provided alumni status. And because of that, my journey was from manager to directly national sales manager.
Exactly.
Okay, that was a major thing.
So,
but sir, suppose I applied for MS program. Suppose I applied for MS program and I got a scholarship, full tuition waiver. So should I go or another expenses should occur?
As I told you, it's not about you moving professionally. You with personal fund, you will have more problems. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
See, you are not 20 years old. You need to understand that. Your kid's gonna demand your time. Your wife is gonna demand your time. Everything is related then. Yeah, if you get a free education, so you also have to understand that if tomorrow you decide to come back to India, are you gonna get the job or not? Because right now you have a job, you might be arrogant enough to say, oh, it's so fine, but there are a lot of people who don't have. And the only time you realize when you don't have a job, then you mean nothing. Then. Nothing guarantees you. So if you have a job, be careful, especially in today's day. Okay, I know a lot of students who have done their masters or were doing, because of COVID, they lost their job. They have to go back home, paying 50 lakhs and sitting at home even now. Not a good feeling. Oh, I talked so many. So just be careful. Okay, Avinash, I have to leave in next 2 minutes, but go ahead.
Sir, how is the MBA education in USA? means pending. Suppose you said executive MBA in USA. Okay, here I am Ahmedabad. Same is what is the brand? Suppose I took an MBA from USA. I got a scholarship, or suppose I want to invest some money, and I did MBA. So how is the MBA brand in USA?
I think MBAs in general, if you are going at in a good universities or a decent university of India, is the same in US. I don't see there is a difference, to be honest with you. I mean, the only reason, as I said, people come to US or UK or any place to do an MBA, either they have a lot of money, their parents, and they want to just spend some money because they want to get some thappa from abroad. Or second thing is because they want to come to US and they want to stay in US and they want to work in US. And that is the only way you can get it. That's the only way you can get settled in US. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Huh? Thank you so much.
Sure.
Really, I am very glad for this your knowledge, because
Sure.
there were some areas which were closed from my end. Now you open the so many things. I will again think about my all the things. I'm very glad.
I would just reevaluate. Don't think like rushing up. I think you have to only thing you have to understand in terms of return of investment. Be careful on that. I won't make any stupid decisions at this stage of my career and this age that I'm going to give my money to someone, and then by the time I'm 50, I don't have any money in my bank. It's not a good thing. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.